Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to get you introduced to GitHub and get you started with your first invitation to your assignment and learn a little bit about what a GitHub repository is. So, as the screen says, GitHub is where the world builds software. So, if you have heard of a professional networking platform called LinkedIn, where you would network for job related opportunities. If you're a software developer, this is kind of your equivalent to LinkedIn. Your projects are going to be stored here. If you're interviewing for a job, more than likely they may ask you to see your GitHub account. So this is widely accepted across the industry, and we are going to use or begin using it in our classroom. So first things first, let's get you signed up. And as you might suspect, we're going to select the sign up button here, and it's going to ask for two things right out of the gate. First, an email. So, my students, please make sure that you are using the school provided email and then a password, some that maybe is related to your school password. But make sure the password that you select is written down in a couple of different places. Again, when it asks for you to select a username, make sure that you, in the back of your mind, you are remembering that this is not just a school setting. Your username and information on here will be open to the public, future employers, future college universities and colleges within universities and so on. So make sure that you are selecting something that you would be happy with in that environment. So at this point, enter your email, choose a password, choose a username. I'm going to pause the video, and once you are done with that, create your account and log in, and I will meet you back here. All right, welcome back. Once you've logged into your initial GitHub account, this is probably the page you will be taken to. However, again, it will probably not be anywhere near as busy as this, at least not yet as your first beginning. In the upper right hand corner, there is a little avatar, and you could add a photo to that or whatever you'd like. But I'd like you to head on over to, or pull down that menu and head on over to your profile. And once you have that profile open, again, there is a step that we will probably need to do, and I mean we is my classroom. This is just classroom specific, so if you're watching, I apologize for the distraction here. But my classroom, I would like you to go into either settings or into an email account and select an invitation to join a GitHub organization. And that organization will put all of us together under one class group within GitHub, and that's where our assignments will go. So we'll talk about that in the classroom. Our next step is we want to create, or basically begin the process that we will do very often this year. You will get a starter code, and that starter code is going to come from GitHub Classroom, and it will be in the form of a URL or a link, and it is just an invitation. Now, this link, I've put it on just a Google Doc, but more than likely you will find it in your learning management system, whether it's Google Classroom, in an assignment, or in a Schoology assignment, and you open that up and select the invitation there. So that's what this link is. It's just an invitation. So select that, open it up, and it will take us to a page from Google Classroom. Now, this page will be asking you to accept this invitation. Now, I've done this a couple times, so I'm just going to hit re-accept, and then this is the page you're going to see. So accept this assignment. The assignment name is Image Gallery. That's the first project that my class will be working on. And once you accept this assignment, you will be granted access to this repository. Notice it's the same name, Image Gallery, but then a hyphen and then a username. So what's happening here is your teacher has set up what you call a template repository with all the instructions, all the resources, the grading, and starter code for you to begin the project and work on the project. And GitHub Classroom is just a mechanism by which the teacher is just passing out or distributing this repository to each individual person, and it's creating your own personalized repository or repo that only you and the educator can see. So let's take a look and see how this works. So let's accept the assignment. And once we do that, it says we're configuring your repository now. This may take a few minutes. Refresh the page to see the updates. So what you want to do is head on back to your profile here and go into repositories, or for us, go into your organization. For my students, and you should see probably the only one you have right now, image gallery hyphen and your name. So that has been copied or created by GitHub Classroom, as it says right here. So this is the mechanism by which I will be handing out assignments or projects to my students through GitHub Classroom, copying the template over to you, and you have a personalized copy. So let's open that up and see what it looks like. And now within the repository, and we'll get into this a little more in detail in a future video, but a repository simply is a bunch of digital assets, files, folders that relate to this one project. And there is so much that you could do beyond just storing files. You could work with or collaborate with people off of branches. We're now going to keep things simple. We're just going to keep things on the main branch. You could copy this code down, and we will do that also. GitHub, there's so much to do that as we progress throughout the year, you'll be picking up the different things. So at this point, this will end the video. All we did was we created your own GitHub account. My students, you set it up with your school email. Don't forget your username and password. You'll be accessing this daily. And then we went to GitHub Classroom, the invite, and that link allowed us to copy down into our own account the starter code and the repository for the next project. All right, everybody, that is it for this one. We will see you in the next one, where we copy this repository down to our work environment in the cloud, in Cloud 9. Thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.